So part of the program, we got a busy program, so we'll kind of move through that here as we move along. I want to introduce a special family tonight. Sarah Collins, who is here and has been traveling all the way from New Zealand. She came with her husband. She's the mom to Maddie, and she's here tonight for a quest for a kidney for her daughter. I'd like to call her up and have her speak right now. Sarah Collins, please.
I'm a bit shorter. Look, good evening, everyone, and thank you, Jim, for the introduction. As you can possibly hear, we have travelled halfway around the world to be here tonight, and what an amazing night it is proving to be so far. Jane asked us to say a few words and gave us a time limit of about 4 minutes. No problem, I said. But how do you condense 8 years of battling to keep your daughter alive fighting FSGS and explain why we have travelled so far to be here tonight? So here goes. We made a heart-wrenching decision to leave our daughter behind, quite unwell, in Auckland Starships Hospital while we travelled here. It was not an easy decision, but it was the right decision. Our 12-year-old daughter, Maddie, has FSGS. She was diagnosed Christmas 2008 when she was just aged 5. By the time she was 7, she was in end-stage renal failure. We were told, though, at the beginning not to worry, that by the time, most of these kids, 95% of the time, have outgrown it by the time that they are teens, after having a period of high steroids. This was not to be the case for us. The following years became a parent's worst nightmare: an upgraded diagnosis to FSGS, anaphylactic reactions to drugs, stays in ICU, dialysis. How many times she's been on life support is unbelievable. Transplant, fantastic, except within hours, just within hours, the return of FSGS, shutting down the new kidney. It was devastating. Weeks and weeks of invasive therapy to try and get this kidney to survive, which we did do, but with complications. All of a sudden, words like albumin, blood pheresis, Tenkoff, ports, catheters, VASCAS, all become our new lingo, and it's all our new dialogue. Maddie's transplant has failed. It lasted only 3 years, but with only a 2% chance of matching anyone in New Zealand, we have travelled to find the chance of giving our daughter that possibility of that normal life that we all strive for, before FSGS takes it away from us. Because of your support tonight of NephCure, it brings us hope, such hope that a cure will be found. I am on the board of Kidney Kids New Zealand, and I will be strengthening the ties to NephCure, getting our nephrotic syndrome patients to participate with NephCure, gives NephCure the data to work with, that step closer to finding a cure. Tomorrow, at an inaugural meeting of the Committee for Rare Diseases at United Nations, John Foreman is presenting, and he quotes, "This is a major step forward for rare diseases at the international level, and one of their goals is their fundamental principle to leave no one behind, because this is often what happens with people with rare diseases." As you can hear, that this is an international collaborative fight to find a cure for NS. So tonight, because you are here, you have made a difference in the search to find a cure, to give our children the chance of life. And for me, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.